Hey everybody, welcome back to Infraspace. Hope you're having a good day today. We're going to do something, I think, a little bit interesting. We're going to start playing around with trains today. And I don't know if I'll have enough resources, so we'll probably have a lot of time lapse, if you will, or probably a lot of like skipping around a little bit. But there are a lot of ways. What I'm about to do today, what I'm about to actually make happen, there's a lot of ways to do it. I don't believe there's a right way or a wrong way, but I kind of want to do things a little bit differently. And maybe it's not that different after all. Maybe everybody does it this way. But so you see this little gap here I've made between the houses? There's a reason I've put this gap here, and it was supposed to, and I don't know if I'll have enough room here, so I might need to move a road, but this was supposed to have a rail line going through it. Okay, so the purpose of this is to have a train track come right through the center here, and it's going to meet up with a train track or a train station, I guess, in this area right here. And that is going to be a way for us to inject all of the goods that we want for our housing district. The housing district is going to expand this direction and over this way too. So the train station will kind of be right in the middle of it. But there's an interesting thing about trains, and I kind of want to look at this. We'll take a look at there's a lot of steel involved here too, and I'm not entirely sure how big I want this. We might as well just go with a large one, right? So to get the train track to meet up with this, I'm going to have to go probably like right about here. And this is going to disrupt a lot of flow. You can see how the roads are, right? And I'm not entirely sure whether or not I can get the train track to get in with this the station here, because it's just, I don't know the angles and stuff. So we might need to move some stuff around. This may not be a big enough gap, or we might need different roads or whatever. But essentially, we have level 4 housing now, and we want to get to level 5, and that requires us to have a whole lot, 2,000 of which at level 5 citizens. That means our population needs to increase by about 75%, and they all need to be in upgraded housing. So there's a lot of work to do here to do that. Inside the houses we currently have, they require good meals, home, robots, and culture in order to upgrade. The culture thing is going to be very easy to do. That's not going to be a problem. What might be an issue is, I think, the food thing, the good meals thing. And that's what we're going to kind of get a little bit creative with today, is good meals. So instead of setting up the good meal stuff like right here, which is what I totally could do, I kind of want to do it a little bit differently and a little bit more interesting. Because if I set it up here, what's going to happen is there's going to be a ton of cars on the roads. This is going to add so much traffic to roads. Delivering all the good meals to all the different houses, the bigger their needs, the busier these roads are going to get. And so I would like to get the majority of these resources that we need through and get them into this area on a train, and then they can get to where they need to go from there. That's what we're going to try to focus on. So instead of setting it up here, we're going to set it up all the way over here. Now, there's a couple of reasons for wanting to do this. One, our food setup requires sulfur as the main input, and we're going to need an awful lot of those. I don't even know what that resource is. Vegetables, I guess? It's not my resource list until I start producing it. But in any case, it's going to need a lot of those, because then those get converted into vegetables. I think that's what that second leaf is. And then combining that with the meat that we produce every 16 seconds, these two, we actually produce this a little bit faster than we produce this, like a lot faster actually. So we need a lot of meat labs, because it's one meat for 16 seconds, as opposed to 2 vegetables for 14 seconds. And then we all put 1-to-1 ratio into the meal factory, and it produces good meals every 6 seconds. So the ratios on these buildings we're going to have to really look into, right? But the fundamental resource that you get started on this with is sulfur. And there's a lot of sulfur here, right? We can use a lot of sulfur, and as we expand our population, we need more and more food. This gives us a nice open area to keep expanding our food. The other reason for this is because there's actually a good amount of aluminum and iron nearby, copper. There's all sorts of different stuff, including potentially getting access to iridium and the uranium. And we could do it right in this area, which is kind of nice. So we're gonna have our origin train station is gonna get set up in this area, and it's gonna feed, a train is gonna head all the way into here through these houses all the way to a station that'll be probably right around this area. And that way we get all these trucks that we're about to have off of the roads until they get really close to their destination. We'll probably make this one a 4-lane road because it's going to get busy. We might even set the train up here. I don't know, like this, like I said, this may not be the best place for the train station, just because it may actually be better to do it here. I don't know, but hopefully that makes sense. All right, so let's get started on figuring out where this train is going to be. I've also done some research. Let me just give you a quick recap on things because research has been going on this whole time. So large town. Carbon nanotubes are done. We also have unlocked yellow science as a potential thing we can do. So we'll be doing that soon. I've got the self-cleaning solar panels, so those are all set, and they're doing their own thing with lots and lots of power now. Food processing, that's how we're able to start this process. And then fertilizer, gonna be good. Fertilize soil to nearby farms and increase their output significantly. We're probably gonna use this to increase our efficiency and things. Right now we're getting started with home robots, which required us to do neural processors, so that's done as well. Basically, I'm getting done with all of the, I'm queuing up anyway, all the science that doesn't require yellow science. But I have 6-lane roads down here as like a secondary too. So that's what I've kind of get started doing. Yellow science, in case you're wondering, yellow science requires 4 neural processors. Is it neural? It's neural processors, right? Yeah, 4 neural processors, 1 green science, and 10, I believe that's motors. I believe it's motors. Yeah, motor factories. So we're gonna have that stuff right over here. I might do yellow science over here because it needs the motors, and then also the neural processors need to get built too, and that requires sand and carbon nanotubes, I believe is what that is. Yeah, so there's a whole lot of stuff we got to do, guys. There's like, it's getting more complicated, right? But let's start in over here on the food today. I've been kind of hoarding steel and concrete in preparation for this, and we have a lot of jobs that we have a lot of people unemployed, right? We've got room for 1,392 people, but only 1,100 jobs. So let's get started on that. I think the first thing to consider is where the food is going to originate from. Another thing to consider is where our train station is going to be, and maybe that's the biggest consideration because I really don't know how these things need to connect to each other. So let me go ahead and say large. I'm not sure I need a main, so we'll go with large train station. This also, I don't know about whether our storage is going to fill up or anything like that, so this is going to let me use a huge chunk of our steel. So a large train station is here. And I think what we'll maybe do is get it like right over here in this area. I think this is a decent spot. It's kind of centrally located. It gets us closer to all this stuff. I think we can make this work. So I'm going to place this train station right about here. All right, let me see how this goes. So there are three tracks to this. That's good. We can ship our food out, any type of extra resources and stuff. We can have 2 trains dedicated to each of those. That's pretty good. So I think this will I'll make this work. I'm noticing though that the roads going into it, they go into a very specific spot, and they're all highways. 1 in, 1 out. 1 in, 1 out. Interesting. Okay. So this is probably going to be our primary in. And these are highways. I don't know if I need to use highways. I'd like to not for now. It looks like I can connect regular concrete roads to the highways, but you do have to note that there are arrows on this. So and these are highways, so they're gonna be like, looks like one ways. Yeah. Okay, we'll make it work then. Since it is a one-way road, chances are it's a good idea to just use a regular one-way road. Whoa, I can speak, I swear. All right, anyway, let's talk about sulfur. So for sulfur, we're gonna go, I think, do I want to use, closest is better, right? Always expand outwards from the station instead of from over here. So I think this is probably what will make work. Robot factory's done. We'll look at that in a bit. So let's go like 1, 2, let's get it. I don't care about symmetry, but I do want it to kind of be close to each other here. Let's go with 4 big ones for now. It's possible we'll need more, but we have other deposits too. Okay, so next with this, we're gonna need a road, of course, and we'll just have this 2-way road go in about like this, right next to it. That's gonna connect it to a road network. Good. Now the fertilizer takes sulfur as the input. So probably what we'll need here, and we're gonna need a ton of these things, right? So I think what we might do instead is, why don't we take and make another one about like this. We're already overproducing sulfur bigly. However, it's not local. Sulfur isn't coming in local, so maybe I could ship some extra from the other sources. I imagine we will be using it anyway, though, so whatever. So we're just gonna pop 10 of these in here. We're gonna use them. It's gonna get used. So we'll take this road. We're gonna go stretch it around like this, cut straight this way, stretch it all the way over like... I really don't like the snapping. Can we not snap? Move this like that. Good enough, I guess. That did kind of snap, didn't it? Whatever. All right, so we'll have this work. And I know this is ugly. Not sure there's anything I can do about it, to be honest. Unless I go out like this. Well, that's something I can do about it. Okay. So this gives us 10 of these sulfur mines, okay? So I think what we're going to do is take the fertilizer factories, and we're going to place them all along these roads. Now, notice there is an adjacency bonus. I've been told this like 100 times in the comments. I don't give a shit. Over here, I got plans in my head, so like I don't care. But for this, we'll totally make it work. Like these adjacency bonuses are nice to haves. They're certainly not required. You don't have to use them, and especially if you're looking for a specific look. Like, for example, if I want a city that's just a massive amount of buildings all over the place, right? Then having more buildings is kind of advantageous to the look I'm looking for, right? And I have been using the adjacency bonuses. I've simply expanded into it. So I'll take a moment to just explain that. For example, electronics, right? 100% efficiency in all these, but these home appliances are getting 124 because they are close enough to the electronics that are providing them the resource, right? Steel, I have expanded that because I needed more steel for what I'm doing here, but steel has been consistently at 140 efficiency because they're right next to all the carbon processors and the iron mines. Okay, so I'm using those already. You don't have to have them right close together. You can have them somewhat spaced out. Now, for the computer factory, that part is a little bit different, right? Because the computer factories are not right next to the electronics. But what they are is slightly closer to the aluminum sources. And since I'm going to be providing computers for other resources later, this gives me room to have these go somewhere else. At least I thought, anyway. I might be wrong, but I thought computers were going to be an input for something else in the future. And I might be wrong about that, and if I am, it's super cheap to just move these over. But again, you don't really need to let the numbers within the game dictate how you design your stuff. Like, that's such a way to pigeonhole yourself. I don't like that at all. So I'm not going to pay attention to adjacency bonuses all the time. That's just not me. That being said, we're going to use a lot of it for this initial resource because we're going to need a lot of this initial resource. And I do want it all to kind of eventually end up here, but I don't know if it's going to actually end up here. Why don't we take the meal factories first? Because the meals need to go to the houses. Why don't we take this 2-way concrete road and we'll bring it out about like this. Maybe not. Maybe we do want this one. This is it's a 3-lane highway, isn't it? Like, yeah, it definitely merges into 3 lanes, not 4. That's a very weird way to do it. Like, this thing has 3 lanes, but I don't have an option for 3 lanes. You know? Like, you haven't, well, maybe it's this one. Maybe I have to wait till tier 4 roads to get one that matches this. That's pretty interesting. Okay, see, I thought the computers would be an input for Robot Factory, and it's not. What was the computers an input for? I could have swore it was an input. I guess I'm wrong. Yeah. It's a different purple icon over here. It's something completely different. So computers are an end product. They don't go into robot factories. Okay. I mean, it gives me room, though. Like, look at the robot factories and stuff. Like, electronics is an input. I don't need computers, right, to have the adjacency. I can have things like home robot factories and industrial robot factories. Those are going to take a long time to produce, 60 seconds, right? 60 seconds. It's, actually, this one's 80, but whatever. It's an end resource. I'm gonna stop talking about that now. Anyway, I just had enough people like trying to drill that into me that it's just kind of like, yeah, duh, I know. Let's take and go take the big road this direction. Yes, about to here, let's say. I'm gonna let this run because I'm gaining concrete and steel as I go. And then what I want to do from this, I think, is we'll have a lot of our meat and stuff happening right here. So why don't we put the meat labs, let's do it like this. Let's have a road that goes sulfur, food labs all the way around. I probably should do this in order just to see the spacing. I wanted to kind of work backwards because of proximity to the rail, but I think actually working forwards is the better way here for space. So I guess we'll just do that. So why don't I take and go like this. Right up against here like this. I will want to expand the road. Let me make this look better. Can make this look better. I'm sure of it. Just go like this. There we go. And then we'll go about like that. There we go. All right. Now we'll take the food factories and just go like that, that. Actually, you know, having multiple ways is better, I think, here. And then we'll go like this, like this, like this, like this. And this is going to create a lot of road traffic. But my hope is that it's not an overwhelming amount of road traffic. Did I leave a space here for that road to expand? I think so. Is it worth moving that? Probably not, but whatever. And good enough, and I think good enough, okay? And then on this side, we'll go boom, boom. And I guess we'll just, I'm gonna leave a little space here too, because I can, boom. And let's just kind of slide this over because we can. Okay, so lots and lots of fertilizer factories. That's what it is, fertilizer. It says what it is in the name of the factory, you dipshit. Okay, right there. Fertilizer then gets used in vegetable farms. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I didn't see that. I think it's because research-wise, I haven't done fertilizer yet. Because soil enrichment facility, I guess I don't have that yet. So we have fertilizer, then the vegetables come, okay? Now the vegetables are going to be on this side of everything. Because this is a direct input to this. So I need to have these buildings be closer to where these actual factories are, which is why I kind of wanted to work backwards initially, but whatever. I'm not going to worry about the ratios and how much input or output we have and all that stuff, because I can always take a look at production overview and know exactly how much I'm outputting at any given time and make adjustments as we go. So let's get another road, concrete road. We'll bring it out this way and then straight over like that. Yep. I'm going to do the same thing, I think. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna bother with it. We'll go that way a little bit, maybe. Yeah, we can go this way. Okay, so vegetable farms. We're gonna go just like this, and I'm hoping that it will connect here. I'm not sure it will. Do I even need this to be on the road? Yeah, I mean, you have to have it on the road, right? Yeah, but... Oh, the connector is only in the middle. Oh, you sneaky dog, you. All right, we can make this happen. It's just really annoying, but we can totally make it happen. We'll go... Yeah, we'll go like this. Here. And then we'll have a road go like that. So I want to get these as close as I can to the sources, right? Go about like that, yep. And then right up against it like that. Then back to back like this. And then the road comes out like so. Yeah, like that. And that way they're all kind of like jammed in here and closer for that adjacency bonus. We'll go like this, and then one more. I really need to see just sort of how much we produce here, and then we can go from there. I think this will probably be enough for the little... We don't really have that big of a city, so I think this will probably be enough output. Okay, so if we're taking a look... Hey, stadiums are done. If we're taking a look... This is just a straight-up build, but it's 300 steel, so we're going to wait on that for now. So this produces at every 14 seconds. That's pretty fast compared to the meat, which takes 16 seconds. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but this is producing 2 of them in 14 seconds, while this is only producing 1. And it's a 1-to-1 ratio in the final place. So we need not quite... Well, yeah, double, I guess. We need double the meat labs. And there's no particular place where that has to go, so we can put those over here. So there are currently 6... vegetable labs. We need 12 of the meat. Wow. Okay. Let's start with... Can you? Okay, you can do this. Good. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll hit the meat labs, and we're gonna go about like this. I think 1, 2. Actually, let's just do the road right now, because I kind of like the snapping that it does in this particular instance. So we kind of know that it will fit in this space. So we'll go about like that. And then I'm going to just move you really quick. Oh, yeah, you totally fit there. I'm just going to move you really quick over to here. Right? And then we can draw this road as well. Or maybe we go... Yeah, actually, I think we want to go like this. And now I can draw the road. Like, I guess it's pretty much right where this already is. Straight down from here. That kind of creates our... It kind of creates our place for meat, but we're getting in the way of this area now. I'm not sure that's what I want to do. I think I'm actually going to back this road up about there. We can fit 12 of them in here, right? Let's see. We're going to go like this. That's 4. Oh, gosh, it's so touchy. 4, 6. Yep, and then have it, I guess it'll be 7, 8. No way we can fit 12. We can go on the other side of the road, though. So this is going to be 9 on this side for now. Get this done. And like that. Okay. We'll take the road. Just go straight over and then straight over and then meet up. Nice and tight. Get there, huh? And then we'll take... I think we'll just go... I kind of need to move these factories unless I make this road go straight down, which... was the intention, but now I don't think I can actually fit the rest of these meat factories in the way I want. They'll have to be this direction, which if we're only wanting to fit in 12, I suppose that is fine. So, fine. We'll put an extra one in just for good measure here. Like this. Okay. Of course, that doesn't let me wrap that around, but yeah, it doesn't let me wrap it around. I don't know if that matters. All the stuff's got to go that direction anyway, and this could just be a road in, right? This is our input right here, so like we could just use this as an input road, which would mean that our food factories would have to be right here. It's not too bad. We could make that happen. We won't get any adjacency bonuses on that, though. We'd only get them from the meat factories, which I guess is probably fine. Are you the same way? Do you only... Oh, you do. I think it's because the building is so long that the path has to originate from the center of the building. Because the building is so long, the center of the building is away. That's probably what happened with these over here too. Okay. Well, getting adjacency bonuses is going to be a little bit difficult on this. But it's not that big of a deal. So maybe we'll just get partials on everything. And if I can adjust it, then I'll freaking adjust it, like whatever. Let's take and go... you know, maybe I think if we're using this, I've got to move this. This isn't going to match where I need it to be. We're going to go put it here instead. And then this is going to wrap around like I wanted initially. There we go. Whoops. And then we'll just kind of move that to where it's a little bit there. Right, I know it needs power. You might be wondering what the heck's going on with power. It's over here. We're just going to place this kind of in this area. I could also place it over here, but then I don't get that building. And maybe I could just do it here. No, it's got to have to be like right embedded, like right in here. So that's going to be where power is going to be. I just need to get it there, which I think another solar farm wouldn't be a half bad idea. We're going to use this excess power that's on that grid anyway. So why don't we just go and look for... Why don't we just make another solar farm? I think maybe like over here. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 6 for now should be more than sufficient for a very long time. And then we'll just have this... We can always move the poles, but we'll just have this be like going this direction and then over and then loop, swoop, and pull, right? There we go. All right. So that's going to give us power for all these facilities. They should get started running, and I can kind of see what the traffic is like. That's kind of what I want to do right now, is see what this traffic is like. But then we have to... The final resource is meat factory. And so I think if I am going to be doing this in a similar way as this is, what I should do is concrete roads straight down from here, straight down from here. And the meat factories, which I don't even know how much we can actually make at this time. So for now, we're just going to look at doing it about like this. For the time being, we'll just punch in like this. Okay. Like 5 of them. You know, we'll take a look. I'm not going to do the number crunching. The game does it for me. So I just literally look at this and say, how much am I consuming? How much do I need? And I just adjust. So it looks like we're going to need a bit more meat. No big deal. We'll just take and make another one here and flip it around just for that whole like back-to-back meat lab thing. There we go. And we'll make the road come down like so. The road come down like so, and let's punch in and do one more set here like this and like this. There. So now we can produce sufficient quantity to create those good meals. Great stuff. And this is our setup for good meals for the time being. This is going to need meat. Yep. You know, we should make a shorter path. This is going to be like a main road to get meat into here, and honestly I think there's really no point in having these small roads anymore. Screw that. But I kind of want another path in here, so why don't I take this road right here and just kind of give them an alternative, you know, to get into this area. So they could go this way, for example, if they want to. It's probably a good call. Looks like we're underproducing carbon at the moment. Not see that coming, honestly. I do want to get to oxygen carbon processors. They will produce a single resource. This one does both oxygen and carbon, but it takes 16 seconds to do that. These ones each produce only one of the resources, but they do it in 8 seconds. So you can get double the output for a single resource. So if you're down on one of them, you don't have to, like, you know, scroll. Because right now, me sliding carbon and oxygen, like, I have to kind of slide them both. And you'll notice that only one of those resources actually has staff and workers. So oxygen actually has no workers because carbon has them all. but both producing the same, like both of them are producing the same rate. Going along that, if I adjust this at all the workers will leave carbon and they'll go work in oxygen instead. It's whatever, you know. So to get the resource, or to get the research for that, I believe it's particle filter right here, which needs yellow science. We're gonna look at yellow science tomorrow, or in the next video, I guess. So just let me real quick add one more atmosphere processor to something. I don't care where, just put it in here somewhere. I want to just stuff it in here. There, we'll just put it over here. Whatever, done. That should help with that. Okay. So we have 2,600 steel. Is that enough to do what we want to do? I don't know. Let's find out. First off, all of this stuff is going to have to make its way. I think we're going to use this as our path now for the food factories, just so they don't have to like do this weird thing. But, and we will take and make a highway, a one-way, I suppose, highway that goes like this from here all the way to here. Go a little bit further. There we go. Like that. That connects them to the train station. Cool? All right, let's talk about the train now. I've never done this, so this is all brand new. I'm doing it live with you guys, okay? We're doing it live. So, rail, 25 steel for how much distance? No idea, I don't know. Let's find out. Looks like I need to do... Oh, good Lord, that's gonna be expensive. Oh, it's gonna be so expensive. Okay, good. All right, 1,000 steel to get back to town. Nice. All right, probably gonna want the curves, honestly. I like the look of the curved roads here. Let's take, we're gonna go from this one. And then we're gonna go out about, say like this, and we'll curve in. I kind of want to curve in a little bit. Yep, like that. Just take a look at it really quick. Okay, so it's raising the terrain. That's pretty sweet. I could dig it, sure. And then I kind of want to keep it upright here, I think. Like, so as we move this way, you can see how it's being elevated. I really like that. I like the elevation. So I think what I'm going to do is take it to be about... yeah, let's... I want to go kind of a little bit straighter here. Just a little bit straighter, like something, yeah. Kind of like this direction. And then I want to keep it elevated, so we're going to go about like that. And that keeps it upright. So now we're going to be above the ground coming into town, which is just perfect. Okay. Now I don't know if there's enough space for this, so we're gonna wing it, but we'll see. As I come through here, I should be able to get a little bit, just a little bit of a curve. Not letting me. Oh, come on. Guess I have to. Yeah. Okay. Let's go straight track now. Wow, it is just not liking me going straight. It really wants to curve. I'm not on curved roads anymore. I'm not on curved. Maybe the curved track doesn't care. It kind of, it's like I'm gonna curve anyway, kind of thing, you know? Man, it's snapping to that grid. I need that to go away. There we go. Okay, that's the button I'm looking for. There we go. Okay, let's line it up with that. Very good. And then it should be able to go straight through here. Oh, barely. We got it, though. Yeah, right like that. Yep, like that. Oh, it's going to look so good. I know I'm tooting my own horn here, but come on. This was the plan. I kind of wish it wasn't curving automatically. It's like you have to go in small chunks if you don't want it to curve. It's sort of, if you move at all, it's going to do things unpredictably. Okay, now at this point, right about here, I think at the point now where, like, look at it. Yeah, bring it into town, baby. All right, so right about here is where I wanted the other track. The thing that concerns me now, though, is if we go back to the way this is, when I built this, all of this, like, made all these entrances, and it doesn't look like I have any ability at all to get rid of the roads that are sticking out of them, which is a real bummer. Because, like, otherwise I could have stuff butt right up against this if I don't intend to use these inputs. And now I almost am forced to accommodate those inputs. So, one thing we could maybe do is curve the track around here and put the train track right here. And then it's, like, just feeding. And I kind of like that. The other option would have been to tear down these houses, or I guess move them over to here, and then put the train track more central, which I'm kind of thinking that's where I want to go, which I know I just sort of maybe, you know, wasted a little bit of steel doing that, but I think that might be where the solution to this is. It's just like replacing, let's say, move these houses over and just, I think so. Most likely, I'll want this train track to keep going. And then also, this is a one-way, right? So we have to return, which is, I mean, we're gonna do that, which in order to return, that track would be on this side of it. And we're definitely gonna need more space over here. So I will need to adjust where these tracks are, because right now it barely fits, but like, we're gonna have to move this stuff over to get that return track in. So, do we put it here or do we put it here? I mean, am I gonna expand it this way, maybe expand it this way? This is probably more central. I think in the end, this will be more central anyway. All right, let's just like commit to something, okay? We'll do a large train station again, so we have the same sort of track layout. And if I was to do it, I guess I would probably do it about like this. My gosh, all those highways are gonna stick out. It's gonna suck. I don't like it. All those highways are gonna stick out. We're gonna have to do it maybe off the center a little bit. It's gonna have to be like way over here. Yeah, that's a real drag. It's gonna have to be over here. Because otherwise I don't think this is gonna be able to fit in there. We'll test it, we'll see. Let's just put it in like right here and give it a whirl. 600 steel, done. Okay, so like those roads stuck out, yes. I still don't like it, but okay. I mean, I want to connect it to this, so I do need it anyway, but maybe I can move it just a little bit closer. That's going to cost me, what, 300 steel to do that? Okay, only 60 steel to do that. If I butt it right up against this road, do you actually work that way? Yeah, that's what I thought. They need to fix that for sure. So, like, figuring out where to place this is almost impossible to do perfectly. So I'm going to have to just kind of let it be like that. Oh man, that sucks so bad. Can you actually like connect like that? Yeah, you'll let me do it. It's not like workers and resources where you're like, no, you're too close. This I think looks terrible, but it will work. And working is the only requirement really. At this moment, I might. If I had to switch it back just a tiny little bit to make it look better, then okay, but gross, you know? Just really, oh, it's really gross. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I'm wasting steel. Move it over just a little bit more. Give it more room. Okay. Yep, and then it's kind of whatever at this point. It's kind of whatever at this point. Okay. Now the train track is gonna have to take a little bit of a sharp turn here, which, but we're gonna bring it down, right? You obviously have to bring it down. Ooh, that's quite the angle for a train. I don't know if I care for that. I think that is pleasantly better. It is kind of woo, but it is better than what it was. And then having the return track would be sort of like a, oh my God, no way. Okay, this game, You need track snapping. Hang on. Reverse road? Is that what I need? No. I need snap road angle, snap road length, maybe. No, there is no snapping at all on this. So, like, we are going to have to really micromanage this to get the return track in. Oh, that's lame. That really sucks. All right, well, we'll do it. So we're going to bring the train track this way. Right, through here. And then we're going to have no snapping or anything because I have to micromanage that. So one advancement I would recommend or request from the game developer, I guess, in this case is like a way for me to snap this train track to where it is right up against an existing train track. Like Workers and Resources does it. Now I'm going to have to adjust all of these points, which might work out better for my... this has to be adjusted. There's no way to do that. I don't like it. Much better. Looks terrible. I don't like the clipping. Can't do it. Can't have it. Nope. Excuse me? Did you connect to this one? It's weird. Don't do that. You go here. Okay, and then you go up. Yep, and over. Well, it doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look pretty. I don't like it. Bye. Yeah, this is unnecessary micromanagement, most likely to most people, but to me, this is my life. Okay. This is the avoiding clipping at all costs life. Okay. Hashtag no clipping. All right, all the way through. Now, these trains are at different elevations too, which is a little bit of a bummer. But like, I guess I kind of don't care. That part I'm not really that concerned about. It's mostly tracks clipping into each other that I have a problem with. So we're gonna need to move these things in order to make this happen. So we're gonna have to take, I think this road is gonna have to be moved. Really? You won't let me move this, but you're gonna charge me the concrete anyway? Did you really just charge me the concrete for doing nothing? What is this? What kind of deal is this? You're charging me concrete for nothing. All right. How about we try this? I'm gonna pause. Get rid of this, this. Probably this road too. Yeah. And then we're gonna take. Yeah, I need to make this come out further. So I almost kind of need to... Will you let me move this now? Okay. Move it out about like this far. Yeah, and then we're going to take and bring you all the way out here and then over. That should give me enough room to do what I want to do here. Hopefully. So we'll move you to here. Yep. Move you all the way down to here. And then we'll just keep doing this to get these facilities out of my way. Like so. Is that resources? Yes. Is it fine? Yes. Okay. So let's move the train track again. We want to move this over. Have to slide it all over so that we can fit the return track in over here. To be, well, I didn't get into trains at all before starting this and doing this layout. I really genuinely thought the train track would be two-way when I placed it. Like I was placing both directions of track as I did it. I thought for sure we would have that as a thing, but it doesn't obviously look like that's the case. So we're gonna slide this a little bit over, and I think at that point, right about there, we're good on the thing. Maybe we can go over a little bit more. It is like 8 steel to move these, but I'm trying to make it a little cleaner. Okay, good. All right, let's do this. We're gonna take road here. Good lord. Yeah, it's not gonna be clean. And that's gonna have to be okay with all of us. Is this track still lower? Yeah, I need to raise it up over here. There we go. Raise it about like that. Right about like that. Now this is a raised track for everybody to see. It also means roads can go underneath it, which is, I think, the primary reason to have it raised up like this. Can you not just do this unnecessary curve? I just want you to go straight. I'm going to donate you to a community college. Over here. There we go. And... nope. Okay, good enough, I guess. We'll make that work. Yep, okay, almost. Good, and then we'll have you come on down. Excellent, and right up against... You know what? Let's call it a day. Does it look clean? Absolutely not. Is it what we're gonna go with? Yeah, you betcha. Okay, that's the train, and it is in place, and it could potentially work. Now, I have no idea where to go from here. Do the trains just spawn? Or... You know, like I know that signaling is a thing. I know that. But one thing I don't know, though, for now, I don't even need signaling. I know that much. But the thing that's a little bit lost to me at the moment is, do I have, like, how do I get the trains? Do they spawn the trains here or what? This is train station beta. We're gonna say trains. We're gonna call this Char Station. Okay, this is Char Station. Char Station's job is to deliver food and all the supplies directly within the town. Okay, Train Station Alpha is fine for me. I don't care. All right, so now the question is, right, what happens now? The output storage is full here. It is not telling it to go this way. So maybe I go to here. Train lines. Okay, add a line. That's got to be it. Train line. So we say the train color is going to be green, let's say, for food. Trains on the line. 1. Can't actually do anything about it. I have to add a train, maybe. Ah, here we go. Yep, we're going to take the food from here. And you then... Oh, I see. Okay. You then bring it to here. The Char Station. Yep. But what do you do from there? I got the stations, but how do I tell you what to bring? I can't add a train. It doesn't let me. Maybe it's gonna do it for me automatically. It can't be it. Can't be it. It doesn't. Oh, you know, maybe I need to bring it back. Maybe that's it. There's still no trains on the line though. I'm actually genuinely confused on how this works. Let me see, like, do I need signals or maybe no, none of that. We should probably have some storage. Again, like, I wish the storage actually mattered though. Like, it'd be cool to like overproduce and store it and then just be like, ship it off when you need it. And that way all the trucks never have to come directly into here. That would be just a much better much more optimal, I think, for me, but okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't let me purchase a train. It doesn't let me get a new train here. And it seems like my only options right now are... Yeah, there to there. But now it makes them red. And then is that... I still can't make a new train. I can rename it. I can't reorder it. It doesn't let me do that. Do I have to re-add the new station to it? And if that's the case, why? I wonder if it's because the tracks themselves do not connect. Like, can the train not hop? I guess, like, if the train pulls into here, it's not capable of getting back to this track. Is that it? Because if that's it, that just sounds like a bunch of noise to me. Okay, so how about we try this then? We'll take and go, for now, just to see if that's the case. We're going to use a lot of extra steel to kind of just do one of these numbers. I mean, I don't know if this is the case. We're going to find out. If I do that, can I make the train track go vroom vroom now? Will you allow me to do this? There, all the way to here. Okay, well, they're not both red, so that means the same thing has to happen on this side. Oh, goody. Okay, bad experience with trains. I don't like it so far. I don't like it so far. And I don't have enough steel to make this happen, so I have to let this run at faster speed. I mean, I say, on its surface, it does make sense that you'd need to do a loop. I get that. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I kind of do like the... You know, for the sake of a video game, I do like the thing that, you know, Work as a Resources did, where the train just flips around and goes the other way. But I get it. We'll make it work. We'll do it. It's not like I'm not saying it's unfair. I'm just being pissy because I can complain, and don't you know, it's the post 2020. That's the mantra for basically most of the 2000s. Really, it's just everyone complains, right? That's how we do it. Yeah, I can add a train now. Okay, good. So we add one train that goes and does that. Now, the real question, I guess, is, yep, there it is. Done. Okay, I was going to say, do I have to tell them to bring the stuff? I do not. They will simply do it. Wonderful. Okay, so the stuff now gets delivered to the station. Where's the train? Is it over here first? Does it start its journey over here? No? I want to see it. I want to see it. Maybe it has to fill up first. Let's see. Trains online 1. Total goods transported 0 for now. Can I see what's inside this station? That would be cool too. Display it like the storage units. That'd be awesome. So I can see the output, but it's okay. Let me take a look really quick at production overview. It seems like we are doing pretty well. We're way overproducing sulfur. And we actually have a population issue here where we are not, we don't have enough staff to be 100%. So we're going to go back. Oh, there it is. I see it. Hold on. Can I please tell me I can follow you? Can I do a follow mode? Oh, I've been spoiled with this. All those things with workers and resources have been spoiled. Most of the people say, everyone I talk to anyway, says I should play Transport Fever 2. And I want you to know that it's on my list, okay? I've never played it before, and it does seem like one of those games where it's going to be so backseat heavy. But I would like to at least learn the game a little bit before I bring a video into it, because I really hate learning games live. It's a bad experience. I like how there's dust following it. You know, like, if this thing is totally like an electric train, right? Like, there's no anything. But because it's moving, it's got like this dust following it, it seems. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Even when it's raised up, I wonder if the dust gets thicker when it's closer to the ground. Let's find out. Moving pretty fast. I'm not sure why I have the track raised here, but I just did it, and it's like, whatever. Oh, let's get it loaded. Load it up. Yeah, Sparks, load it up. Do the cars change? I mean, I would hope so. You're not going to show me an empty train running around, right? Yeah, okay, good. All we need now is a follow mode, dude. Okay, there's 400, basically. Nearly 400 good meals being delivered. Now, the real question will be, do we have the outputs here filling up before the next train comes back? If so, I can add another train to the line. And if not, then we're good to go anyway. So it just goes through, doesn't stop. That makes sense. Yep, off we go. Okay, awesome. Guys, we have trains delivering food. And we did this because it's like planning for the future, right? We're going to use stuff over here, and we're going to make things work, and we can add trains to deliver those products into town right through here with this train line that goes right through the houses, and it doesn't look pretty at all. It doesn't look pretty at all. Maybe as my steel gets more numerous, I guess. Maybe as I get a new supply of steel, I'll go in and maybe clean this up. Because this looks awful. I admit it. I know it. It looks disgusting. But it's like the limitations I have here. And I did want to make the bigger station here. I really did, because we're going to have other lines coming into it. and it will eventually be a big station. So as far as other habitats go, I can still have more housing right here. So we're going to do that. It does let me do that. Good. We're also going to have more housing on this side and also expanding over this way as well. So these food banks are going to move over and we'll start doing all those things. The other thing these guys needed was culture. And we can do that with a stadium, I believe. I don't know if this is a major stadium. Jeez. This is enormous. Wow. Why are you like, you know, so big? Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess you're a stadium after all. It's in the name. Kind of big. All right. Maybe we'll put it right here. Although I was going to do yellow science here, but I'm kind of thinking yellow science actually should be over near the home appliances and stuff. So we'll do the culture like right here. Bang. Big O stadium over there by the steel plant. Okay. And then you guys can deliver culture to the people. Okay. We might need another one. Arena. Yeah, this is an arena. That's cool. But the story for today, honestly, the story for today is trains. And look at all this. Look at it all. We need more outputs. Yeah, we need more places for it to come out. Well, it will come out on this side too. Eventually, when we get the houses all moved over here, then we'll get that happening too. It could have came out here. It could have. It still can. It still can. I'll just go like this. And then we take the road and we go like, I guess like this. Yeah. Now there's two places it can, theoretically, there are now two places it can come out. But it's clear to me now also that this road is going to have to be upgraded, right? Like this isn't sufficient. This whole thing needs to be upgraded to accommodate that increase in traffic. So this road gets to be big and thick boy right here. And then it looks like I got to move this building. That good? Really? You'll allow it. Okay, cool. But now with that big thick road like this, we can, we can deliver things. I might as well just connect this, right? It's like this one road this is 4-lane, 2-lane, 4-lane. That makes no sense. Just do that and then move this over like so. And that's why I like to build things off the road, because I can upgrade it really quick and not have to move the buildings later. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's it, guys. That's the video for today. Long Infraspace trains. Lovely. Doing things the hard way. But you know what? Interesting. Doing things an interesting way, I think. We have a lot of culture we need to produce. I need another stadium. So I'm going to let my steel bank up. I'm going to make another stadium, maybe 2, probably 3. And then I'm going to try to clean up the train lines and stuff for the next video too. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.